Hi, welcome to Sunroad Marketing Lab. I'm Rachit Kapoor, and as a marketer, I'm going to share with you a cringe moment of my marketing career so far. I actually tried an A/B test changing my WhatsApp status. Guess what? No one clicked on either of them. So today's episode is for all the marketers who are listening to it, and I want you to encourage yourself to think like a stand-up comedian. Not growth hackers, not acquisition leads, not marketing gurus on LinkedIn who say things like, let's disrupt the ecosystem with hyper-personalized engagement. If I read this, I'm definitely scrolling past this post. So here's the thing. Stand-up comedians are absolute amazing at communication. They have literally seconds to make people laugh. If this sounds familiar, then think about your time when you're on stage or making simply your presentation in a room full of people and you know what I'm speaking about. And this happens on, let's say, social media as well. On the other side of it, as an analogy, if it doesn't grab attention in first 3 seconds, people scroll past your post. And they're off to the next video where they can be seeing a cat dancing or someone making a 3-layer smoothie. I have an ice cream parlor near my home and people queue for that. So people do want to watch how people queue up. So they are mindlessly scrolling. Primarily, this is where I'm coming at. So comedians always start with their best joke. I'm not sure whether I started with mine with the best one, but where I'm coming at is that in those first few seconds or minutes, they hook the audience. Ask yourself, what is your hook? What is your line that makes people stop and think, wait, what was that? Think about Apple's old slogan, think different. Isn't it simple, surprising, and memorable? Great comedians know who they are talking to. Bad marketers, as an instance, they send the same message to everyone. Now visualize you're selling retirement insurance, but you're using TikTok slang, secure the back, grandpa. Or you're promoting a B2B SaaS tool with the same name about Love Island. It does not work like that. So you got to know your people. You want to talk to them like you get them. You want to talk their language. Timing is everything. If you're too early, people don't get it. If you're too late, no one laughs. Same thing in marketing as well. If you recall the infamous Pepsi ad with Kendall Jenner, where she handed a can of Pepsi to a police officer during a protest, trying to solve a tense situation with a soft drink. It came out during a time of real, painful conversations about police brutality and racial injustice. The internet immediately called it tone deaf. Pepsi pulled the ad and apologized, but the damage was done. It was a bad timing, a bad message, and it generated an instant backlash. So be aware of your surroundings, read the moment, read the timing. Comedians say things that are unexpected, but they do feel true. That is why people laugh at them, right? Marketing works the same way. Think of the Old Spice campaign, which said, look at your man, now back to me, not back at your man. It was totally ridiculous, of course, but also genius. Or Wendy's on Twitter roasting people and brands left, right, and center. They turned snarky comebacks into a brand voice. So someone tweeted, how much does a Big Mac cost? And Wendy's reply was totally genius, your dignity. Or when they roasted McDonald's for having a broken ice cream machine, saying again. So it wasn't just jokes, it was sharp, relevant, and totally on brand. It worked because it felt fresh, funny, and real. Every comedy bombs. It's part of the game. Even Kevin Hart has talked about getting booed off stage early in his career. Dave Chappelle has had bad sets. That's how they got better. As marketers, it's the same deal. You get better with doing the wrong things, at times getting booed at as well. So maybe it was a post that no one liked, a very terrible CTR that you got for your campaign, a reel that took 25 hours but only got 15 views, or even a product launch that totally missed the mark. It's totally fine. Remember the Google Glass that was super hyped, but consumers were not ready for it at the time, and the rollout lacked clarity. It was a major flop. Think about the investment and the time that would have gone behind this product, Google Glass. I've heard that it's coming back, and I think it's good timing as well. But that failure at the time led to improvements in technology and the strategy related to it, to which the current timing is appropriate. The question is, did you learn from it? And did you test something new next time? Or did you just cry into your coffee and blame the algorithm? I do that all the time, and probably a lot of times. So next time when you're writing or launching a new campaign, ask yourself one question: would this make a real person stop, smile, or laugh? Think like a comedian. Start strong, know your audience, time it right, say something honest but different, and don't be afraid to fail. That's it for today's podcast. Until we meet next time, keep rising.